Hello! You join me at Thorpe Park Resort where I'm going to be doing a fast track challenge today. What's one of those? Find out after I've said roll titles! Welcome to the channel if it's your first time here, and welcome back if it's not. Now, yes, I am here at Thorpe Park Resort and I'm doing a fast track challenge. And that basically means I'm going to get a top tier fast track and I'm going to see how many rides I can do in one day. I'm a bit out of practice with doing like crazy amounts of rides at theme park. A lot of my more recent theme park videos have been a bit more chilled, a bit more of a sort of family day out kind of vibe. But today I'm just going to go all guns blazing and just get on as many rides as I possibly can. Now, before I start doing that, I'm going to go back to past Kip, who is going to tell you all about the fast track options that are available at Thorpe Park Resort. So let's go back to him and he'll sort you out. Not like that. Thank you so much for that present day, Kip. So in this section of the video, I'm going to show you what fast track packages are available at Thorpe Park. Now, if you're not interested in this or you know it all already and you just want to see some rides and me doing rides, then skip to this timestamp here. And also what I'll do is I'll put chapters in the video so you can skip to your favorite rides if you want to. But, you know, watch the whole video. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, before we can start a fast track challenge, we need to buy some fast track. Now, we'll have to have a quick look at the Thorpe Park website to see what fast track is available and how much it will cost you. Now, bear in mind, this is being filmed at the beginning of May 2024, so the prices might change and the packages may differ when you're watching this video. So just bear that in mind. Right, so we're on the Thorpe Park website. So we need to go into the tickets and passes section and then go into extras and then fast track. So what do we have? We've got beat the ride queues. That is what we want to do. These are our fast track options. So we've got the Thrill Fast Track. Reduce your queuing time on 5 of our iconic rides. You choose which, and it says there's loads of choice. You can pick any 5 rides from The Walking Dead, Flying Fish, Vortex, Zodiac, Detonator, Quantum, Samurai, Rush, and Big Easy Bumpers. So you get 9 rides to choose from and you can pick 5 of those to fast track on. And it says no time slots here. You can choose when you want to ride. And that starts from £20 per person. Although it says it starts from £20, that is usually for sort of off-peak days. The peak days, like the weekends and school holidays, the price will increase. So it's from £20. Let's pick, say, May the 26th. So that's doubled in price to £40 compared to a weekday at the end of May, and it's £20. And you've got the school holidays there, yes, that's gone up to £40. Right, so the next fast track available is the Coasters Fast Track, which is online from £32. And it says, get to riding on 5 of our favourite coasters faster. Brave the Steel of Colossus, Nemesis Inferno, Stealth, Soar the Ride, and the Swarm. This package does not include Hyperia. We'll talk about Hyperia in a little bit. No time slots here. You can choose when you want to ride. Again, that's great. So you get the big rides apart from Hyperia, and it costs from £32. And I imagine, again, if we look at May, okay, so it's not doubled quite, it's £60. Again, these prices are per person. So you can't just get one fast track ticket and share it among your group. You need to pay for this per person. And then we've got the Hydration Fast Track. Get soaked 3 times on our water rides. Cool down and splash on our 3 water rides. Ride the wave on Tidal Wave, Rhumba Rapids and Storm Surge. No time slots here, so you can choose when you want to ride. So again, you can go on those 3 water rides and that's £10, which I think is actually pretty good. Now this is what we're going for today because I want to be able to do all the rides, as many rides as possible. And yeah, this is the guy we're going for. And it is online from £100. So it says, includes fast track entry to 18 rides, including our top coasters, thrill rides and water rides. This package does not include Hyperia. Again, we'll get back to that. And also it says, stay hydrated for your visit with 1 free Coca-Cola freestyle vessel. That's great. So you get one of those freestyle cups. That's really cool. Ultimate Fast Track is very limited, so it's best to book early. Now, talking about booking early, I had a quick look at the Thorpe Park app, and it seems that you can't actually book the Ultimate Fast Track on the Thorpe Park app. If you're going to book this, you need to book it online, or you could probably go to the Fast Track kiosk by the Nemesis Inferno shop. I'm not sure. Again, it says the price is online from £100 if we go to book, and let's put that weekend in May, it's £200. Yeah, school holidays, £200. So if you're a family of 4 or a family of 5, it's gonna get spenny. Now, talking of things getting expensive, let's talk about Hyperia. Now, obviously, you can't book Hyperia Fastrack at time of recording because it's not open yet. But Thorpe Park have revealed how you can get Fastrack on Hyperia, and it's not cheap. So I was under the impression that when Hyperia opens, it get added on to the Ultimate Fastrack, and that would be a ride that you can go on it with your Ultimate Fastrack. That is not the case. You need to buy a bolt-on to your Ultimate Fastrack, and that will cost you £20. Now that is £20 per person per Ultimate Fastrack, and that gets you on the Fast Track queue of Hyperia just once. Now, if you're staying in the Hyperia Shark Cabin, you can Fast Track on Hyperia for free, but just once. You get a one-shot Fast Track on Hyperia. Now, if you're staying in any of the other themed Shark Cabins, I think they've got a Nemesis Inferno one, maybe a Colossus one, I'm not entirely sure, but you can also Fast Track on Hyperia, but that will cost you £20 as well. Now, the Fast Tracks are not guaranteed as well. The only way you're guaranteed a Fast Track is if you're staying in the Hyperia room. You could spend hundreds of pounds on your Ultimate Fast Tracks, but on the day they could say, sorry folks, Hyperia Fast Track queue is closed. Because, yeah, there's only going to be very limited numbers. And the last way of getting Fast Track on Hyperia is if you spend over £100 after discounts in the Hyperia shop, which is like the Hyperium or something. And again, you can pay £20 to get a Fast Track. There will not be, at time of recording, any single shot Fast Tracks for Hyperia. You'd have to spend a lot more money to get that Fast Track. So bear that in mind. Now, obviously, it might change throughout the season. I imagine it will probably definitely change next year. But yeah, that's how things stand right now. Well, I've got my Fast Track now. Now let's Fast Track back to Kip. Now, what can I tell you about Thorpe Park Resort? Well, it actually opened on the 24th of May in 1979, so that's very nearly 45 years ago. And it covers around 410 acres. That's massive. But anyway, let's get inside and see what's going on. So my last trip here was July last year, and Hyperia was just a big pile of dirt. It's absolutely massive. It's the first time I've seen it for real. It looks insane, and I can't wait to come back later on in the month to ride it. Right, I've got to head off to the Nemesis Inferno shop to get my wristband for Ultimate Fast Track. But I'm not going there first because there's something else I really want to do first. And it is a golden rule of mine. When you come to Thorpe Park, you have to do Quantum first. The day just doesn't start correctly without doing Quantum first. So I'm going to go over there and go on Quantum. Now, for those of you who don't know Quantum, Quantum is a Fabry magic carpet ride. It was installed in 2003 and can carry up to 40 people. I don't think it'll be carrying that many to start with because the park has literally just opened. So let's go find Quantum. Quantum is closed. Okay, change of plan. Let's go and get that Fast Track wristband. So frustrating, but never mind. I still will come back and do Quantum first. It's not the best way to go around the park and get the most rides in, but I want to go on it first. So let's go get that wristband sorted. Thorpe Park in the closed season spent a lot of time on Project Sparkle, where they just painted and cleaned and made everything look great. Now, I really hope and wish that this is a sort of continuing thing and it's not just a one-off. There's like yearly Project Sparkle. I think in the UK we're kind of don't expect very much from our theme parks, and even sort of painting stuff is a big deal. I just really hope that they continue pushing and putting more investment in, and hopefully we'll get Project Sparkles every year. So Angry Birds Land is gone and it is now the Big Easy Boulevard, and it's actually looking really nice. They've done a great job of re-theming it and making it a little bit more interesting. Good job, Thorpe Park, good job. Well, I've just been into the Nemesis Inferno shop, got my ultimate fast track and also a freestyle cup. Lovely.
Please do not ride.
I've not actually been on the Ghost Train since it changed from Darren Brown's Ghost Train, so I'm keen to try that out later. I want to see what it's like, and I think today's going to be a very good opportunity. But anyway, let's go see if Quantum's open and we'll get ride number 1 under our belts. Quantum's open, let's go, ride number 1. So next up is that ride behind me, and that is Vortex. It opened in 2001 and it is a KMG afterburner ride. I think it hits around 20 meters as it swings up to a 120-degree angle. And I've not been on it in years. It did used to make me quite dizzy. So this could be a bad idea, but I've got to get in as many rides as possible. So seems daft not to do it. Let's go. That was mad. It's actually a lot longer and a lot more intense than I remembered. That's what she said. The G-forces on that are just insane. I could actually feel my spine just being pressed down. Not in a horrible way entirely, but yeah, I'd just forgotten how intense that was. But I actually feel okay, so that is good. So that is ride number 2. Let's go do ride number 3, which will be Rush. Let's rush over to Rush. Rush is a screaming swing ride that was opened in 2005 and it's by a company called SS Power. The ride itself is about 19 meters tall and I think it goes just over 22 meters when it's at its highest point. It's pretty tall, and as it swings it hits speeds of up to 45 miles an hour. Fun fact about Rush, it can handle up to 768 riders per hour with both arms operating, like they are today. A rush that was. So that was ride number 3. I don't know what ride number 4 is going to be yet. I think I'm going to pick up a drink and then go maybe to Walking Dead the ride, possibly. Yeah, I've got to stay hydrated because I'll get a banging headache otherwise. So let's go over, get a drink and find out ride number 4. So Walking Dead the ride was originally called X No Way Out and opened in 1996. Then in 2013 it was rethemed to just X and the trains were changed so they went forwards instead of backwards. And then in 2018 it was rethemed to Walking Dead the ride, and that's what it's called today. So the track reaches heights of 12.8 meters and it's around 400 meters in length. Anyway, let's stop talking, let's get on it. Walking Dead the ride was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. The only problem is you can't go on there as a single rider. You have to be paired up with someone. And I was paired up with a guy who wasn't having a very good time. I'll put the ride photo up on the screen now. Yeah, he didn't really enjoy it. He was holding on for dear life and he was like pressed into me so tightly. Anyway, I'm going to do some more rides. So let's go and see what I do. Now we are off to Swarm Island to go on the Swarm. And it was called Project LC12 during its construction. Fun fact. In January 2012, before the ride opened, they did a little bit of publicity saying that the test dummies had lost some limbs, which was a kind of fun idea at the time, but it kind of didn't age very well after the accident at Alton Towers. Now, between 2013 and 2015, the back rows of the Swarm were facing backwards, and it gave an awesome ride experience. But in 2016, they changed it back and made them face forwards. Anyway, I think it's coming now. So the ride is 37.8 meters tall. The track length is just under 800 meters, and I think the top speed is 59 miles per hour. Anyway, let's stop talking about it. Let's do ride number 5, the Swarm.
That's fine. I'm shutting my eyes when I go down, so I won't be able to breathe in after. No, bring on to it. I'm shutting my eyes all the time.
I enjoyed Swarm a lot. Actually, something I noticed as we were coming around into the brake run is they're doing a bit of land clearing there. I've not heard anyone talk about that. Maybe there's some sort of new ride or attraction being planned. I don't know. Anyway, let's go and find ride number 6. I might do the Flying Fish. I love the Flying Fish. So as I walk to the Flying Fish, let me tell you about it. It's one of the park's oldest rides. It actually opened in 1984 as Space Station Zero, which was an indoor roller coaster. Then in 1989 it closed. The following year it reopened outside and was called the Flying Fish. But it closed again in 2005 to make way for Stealth. And then in 2007 it reopened in its current location, and it's been there ever since. And it is a classic of Thorpe Park. So ride number 6 is the Mack Rides powered coaster Flying Fish. Next up is Depth Charge, and it opened in 1991 and was made by NV Aquatics. It's a 4-lane dinghy slide. There's not much else you can say about it, really. Actually, there is something you can say about it. Because of the way the queue works, it doesn't have a fast track. You just climb the stairs, get to the top, go on a slide. And it is empty today, so I'll probably be going straight on. I love depth charge. It's just a fun ride. You just can't deny it. It is a lovely, fun ride, and it just makes you happy. Right, is this ride number 8 I'm doing next? Okay, well, it's just gone 12:10, and I think 7 rides in 2 hours is pretty good. Pretty mad, actually. So let's squeeze in some more. So a ride I won't be going on is behind me, and that is Mr. Monkey's Banana Ride. It opened in 1994, and it was made by Metal Bow Elman. That's about it, really, but it's closed today, so no Mr. Monkey's Banana Ride for me. The ride I'm going on next is Colossus. I don't really like it. It's a bit too rough for my liking, but I feel like I'd be cheating you out of a video if I didn't at least go on it. But what I can see in front of me right now, it's the Golden Goddess. It's Hyperia, and I've not seen this properly, up close and personal, so I'm very much looking forward to it. It's only until you actually see it in person you can really understand just how big Hyperia is going to be. The pictures just don't do it any justice. It is absolutely massive. Well, I tell you what, while we're behind it, let's tell you a few interesting facts about Hyperia. Now, it's due to open on Friday the 24th of May. It will be the tallest and fastest roller coaster in the UK. It's 72 metres tall and will hit speeds of 81 miles an hour. That's mad. And it's got a track length of 995 metres, and the ride time will last about 2 minutes. Nothing wrong with lasting for 2 minutes. Anyway, I'm just sort of delaying things really because I don't want to go on Colossus. Now, Colossus was the roller coaster with the most inversions when it opened in 2002. Now, the track is around 850 metres long and gets to a height of about 30 metres. The ride time is about 1.5 minutes, which is absolutely plenty for me. Now, we've got 2 sort of standing but not operating attractions. We've got Slammer, which is there behind me, and then we've also got the Black Mirror Labyrinth, which yeah, that's gone. I only went on it for the first time last year, and I actually quite enjoyed it. You know, it's not the sort of thing you can do over and over again, but it gave a pretty good sort of experience. It's not really a ride. There is actually a man on a digger behind me, sort of by Slammer, so that's quite interesting. I wonder what they're doing there. I really don't like this ride. I'm going to do it and then I'm going to stop and have some lunch so my brain can settle down.
Thank you for riding Colossus. Please push up on your bars to relax. Please extend your guys on what to do.
That's kind of put things back a little bit because I got stuck for about 20 minutes because they had to close it for essential cleaning. Someone threw up, which yeah, that was a bit annoying, but I went on it. I didn't really enjoy it. It's too rough and it needs new trains without overhead restraints, because the overhead restraints just ruin it. It's so knocky and you're just banging your head from side to side. But now I'm going to go and find some food because I'm really hungry. So let's do that. Well, lunch has been consumed and I had something from the Veggie Box salad rice bowl, and it was all right actually. Unfortunately, no pass discount because it's a private enterprise, so it's not part of Merlin, but you know, that's okay. Now that I'm full of food, it's probably not a good idea to go on anything too crazy, and I think I'm just going to go to the side of me and go on the Ghost Train in its new form, which opened in 2023. I came here when it opened as a Darren Brown's Ghost Train in 2016, and it actually was pretty amazing, but ever since then it's just slowly got worse and worse. So I'm happy to see that it's back and reimagined. But what's it like? Well, I don't know. I'll have to go in and give it a go. So let's go into the Ghost Train.
Merci for the Batman.
Okay, so I've just come off the Ghost Train, and what the hell is that? It just felt like I'd got on a tube train and was shouted at a lot, and then I got off the tube train, saw some stuff, and then got back on the tube train and got shouted at even more. Yeah, I mean, the actors were great and they were doing their best, but I think I'm going to head over to Saw the Ride because I haven't done it yet, and I might do Samurai, and that one's a bit like Colossus in that I don't really like it, but I'm going to do it for the sake of this ride challenge. So let's go over that way and get on to Saw. Well, that was pretty cool. I've never seen Hyperia running before, and I just did. And it looks really smooth. It actually seemed quite slow. Like one of the overbank turns, it just seemed to crawl through it. I'm sure it'll pick up speed. Anyway, Saw. Well, I won't be going on Saw at the moment. It's currently closed. So that's not good. Do I want to go on Samurai? No, I don't. But should I go on Samurai? Yes, I should. I think Samurai will be ride number 10, maybe? I've lost count now. I'll have a counter on the screen. So Samurai was originally at Chessington World of Adventures Resort from 1999 to 2003, and it moved to Thorpe Park in 2004, where it's stayed ever since. It's had a repaint this year to be exactly like it looked at Chessington. So it's got its nice original colour scheme, which is nice to see. Now, I think it gives you 4G and negative 3.5G as you spin. I don't know. I don't want to do it, but I've got to. Rules is rules. Well, Samurai wasn't too bad. It was okay. Not as terrible as I remember, so that's something at least. Saw is still closed, unfortunately, although it is testing, so I should be able to get on that later. Now I think I'm going to head over to Nemesis Inferno for a ride on that. And then we've got Stealth, Rhumba Rapids, Soar, Storm Surge, Tidal Wave. I'm going to save the water rides till near the end of the day because I don't want to get piss wet through. So Nemesis Inferno is a Bollinger and Mabillard coaster. It opened in 2003 and was constructed throughout 2002. It has a drop of 28 meters. The track length is 750 meters and it hits around about 50 miles an hour and pulls 4.5 G. When it's running at full capacity, it has a throughput of 1,150 passengers an hour. Okay, well, I've done Nemesis Inferno. That was great. I really enjoyed that. I'd forgotten how much fun it is. Now, Soar is open, so I'm going to head back over there and go on Soar because then I've sort of done all the rides in that area. I've still got lots of rides to do and I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to do them all. I have been sort of going a bit slower than I should have done, and also I've had to film bits and bobs for you guys, so yeah, we'll see how we get on. Right, let's do Soar. Ride number whatever. Well, Soar has been done. I kind of wish I hadn't done it actually. It's so rough. I think it is the roughest Eurofighter there is. It is just, I'm going to take a leisurely walk over towards the Rhumba Rapids because that's a little bit slower, and then I can go and do stealth. I don't know if I'm going to do Dobble Tea Party. Yeah, so ride number 12 will be Rhumba Rapids. Let's go and do it. It is the park's second oldest ride. Flying Fish is the park's oldest ride. It opened in 1987 and its original name was Thunder River Rapids. It had a retheme in 2002 and it was called the Ribena Rhumba Rapids. And then when that sponsorship ended, I think in 2006, it just became the Rhumba Rapids, and that's what it's called now. Yep, should have looked at the app. It's closed. I don't think it's been open today. So we've got Stealth, we've got Storm Surge, and Tidal Wave left, I think. Okay, well, I guess ride number 12 will be Stealth. I'm not going to do the Dobble Tea Party. I don't really like them as a ride, and I don't even like Dobble. So yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. Sorry. Let's do Stealth, much better. So Stealth opened in 2006 at a cost of £12 million. It was originally going to be called The Edge, but at the time, Pizza Hut had a pizza out called The Edge and they changed the name. Now currently it is the fastest roller coaster in the UK, but Hyperia is about to steal its crown. It does 0 to 80 in 1.8 seconds and it's about to launch right now, so yeah, let's get on it.
Place your heads back, face forward, 3, 2, 1, go, go, go!
Absolutely love Stealth. That was actually ride 12 and 13 because I went on it twice. I literally just could walk through the gate and get on again, so I went on it twice. Right, now let's get a bit wet. It's time to do Storm Surge and Tidal Wave. Probably Storm Surge first, so let's do that. Oh my god, I've just realised I haven't done Detonator yet, which is just there. So I should definitely go on that before I get wet. Now Detonator was actually a temporary ride when the Wicked Witch's haunt burned down, which was sort of there basically, and it sort of was very, very popular, and it's stayed here ever since. So yeah, I'm still happy it's here, and it's looking really good after its retheme this year. Let's go on it. Detonator. It's just so simple, and you get an amazing view of the Hyperia site as well, and I really like the new soundtrack and the sound effects and everything. Yeah, it fits in with the area really nicely. Right, that's the time I've been dreading, but it's got to be done. Let's do Storm Surge and then Tidal Wave. At least I've got a spare change of clothes in the car, so I don't have to drive around the M25 a sodden mess. I've done that before, but I won't go into that. Anyway, let's stop putting off the inevitable. Let's go to Storm Surge. So I forgot to record any Storm Surge footage. So this is actually old Storm Surge footage. Do you know what year it was recorded? Have a little guess in the comments. Anyway, enjoy the footage. Okay, well, I've done Storm Surge and that was a lot of fun. Got a little bit damp, but now I'm going to go on Tidal Wave, so that's why I'm filming on my phone. I put my camera away, taking my top off, not like that. Let's go on Tidal Wave, and that might be the last one. We might have room for one more, maybe, but I'm going to get very wet very soon. So see you in a second. Oh, now no matter how wet you think you get on Tidal Wave, it's always that 2 steps wetter. I am soaked. Right, I've got 15 minutes before the queues close, so I'm going to go and do Rush again and probably Quantum, and then I'll see what time I've got left. But yeah, I better hurry up, so I'll tell you in a second what I've done. I am absolutely soaked still. Never mind, so I did Rush and Quantum again, and I think that's all I'm going to do. I feel quite swimmy of head, so it's best to call it a day now, because I don't want to end up like the girl on Colossus, vomiting everywhere. So there we go, that's my little fast track challenge done at Thorpe Park. To be honest, today probably didn't need the fast track because everything has really been walk on, but you know, it just goes to show that with the fast track you can smash through a lot of rides. I've done all the major rides that I enjoy and re-ridden a couple as well, and if I wasn't filming like all the shots of the rides and stuff like that, I could do a lot more, but it just wouldn't be a very interesting vlog for you, because you'd just be seeing me going, I'm going on this now, I've done that. You know, I've got to get the in-betweeny shots and things like that. But if you've enjoyed this content, please do make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, because there's going to be more theme park content throughout the year, and I'm going to be back at Thorpe Park very, very soon doing some stuff on Hyperia. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. Anyway, I don't think I've got anything else to say, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, but for now, it's game over.